Hey everyone, a nerd named Mark here, and it's time. I've got some time now, feeling better, had some ginger ale, and I am feeling well enough to finally chip away at some more videos that I need to do. And I am going to be finally doing my reaction and my review to Kamen Rider Revice episode 30. By the time this goes live, it'll probably be a day before 31 drops, but at least I'm caught up. Catching up on all the Kamen Rider stuff and everything else that I've missed has actually been fun. I'm really glad I'm catching up. Man, like I'm still on board with this season is so good. And I just don't even know what else to say. I don't want to waste any time. I just want to jump into episode 30 so we can get ready for episode 31 this weekend coming up. And yeah. Oh, it's a soccer club reunion. Okay. Isn't that the voice actor of Vice? It is. Interesting. His voice is nice. He's aiming to go pro in voice acting. I think this would be a very meta, tongue-in-cheek episode. I don't normally pause, but that demon that the director just saw kind of reminds me of the flashback demon in Bale that Junpei's when they had a flashback of like a demon that killed his parents and family, like that looks very similar. And then he said temptation of a demon, and then it jumped into the intro song. And usually I don't pause, I don't, but like that I was like it was processing in my head and I didn't say it as he was saying it, so I was like, wait a minute, wait a second. So that's actually very intriguing. This is really weird that Vice is swooning over the character his actual voice actor is playing. I'm just wondering if we're gonna get some backstory to Icky with the whole soccer thing, because we're basically 30 episodes in and we really haven't gotten any like flashbacks or backstory for Icky, other than, you know, the whole Bale thing when he was a kid. Now Revy and Vice are at a podcast. This is Grace. What do you think about being pink when you first transformed? Oh, it's been a while since we've seen phase 1. Been a while since we've seen just a regular Revice Ascension, like, and fight. Like, usually it's like a form change and everything else. What's that stench? Oh no, are we getting a fart episode? He's talking about stenches already. Oh, first person point of view of Vice? This is interesting. Oh, it already went away. Darn. I like when they try new camera stuff. Okay, so apparently phase 1s are stronger than they used to be when the older phase 1s, so probably because of Gifu. That makes sense. They're hitting me with them good camera angles. I love the camera cuts, editing, and fight sequences this season have been so good. At least all the smelly stuff wasn't like farts, so we dodged a bullet with that one. I want to know more about this Jiko person. Oh, what is this? Is that Sakura with the weekend drip? What? What? All right. All right, I'm liking that. I'm gonna need some weekend drip. I'm gonna have to order some weekend stuff. Like I need to get fitted out like that now. Oh, she got a file on the director. He hasn't aged in a couple decades. Hmm. He may be another descendant of Gifu. Oh. Ooh, that makes it even more intriguing. Regular is burning her dress. Street clothes with a leather jacket. I like it. I dig it. I dig. Oh, we're actually getting some flashbacks to Ikki in his soccer days. Okay. Where's Vice? Oh, something's going on. Oh, now Vice is out. I wonder what's going on before. Like he would try and talk to Vice, and then there'd be like a little noise thing, and hold his throat. Like something's still up and going on here. It's a lawyer guy back. I wonder if some of the stuff is in his head or if it's actually happening. Ooh, I wonder if it's a Thunder Gale that's causing an issue because they're combining. Oh yeah, he's in his head because he's literally just fighting around in the lobby of the bathhouse. So everything's... Oh, poor Tamaki. He got punched in the face. Not even my father hit me before. Yeah, so all this fighting stuff is in Ikki's head, and he's just running around the bathhouse swinging. Interesting. Oh, see, the voice actor guy was up to something. The episode ended? What? All right, so right as that episode was picking up, it was the end. And I think this is around the very few times where, other than, you know, the debut of like Evil and this and that, where we've had like a cliffhanger mid-episode leading into another episode. I dig it, especially now that we're 30 episodes in. I don't honestly, I haven't looked into it. I don't know how many episodes this season is going to be. I'm assuming 50 because it's the 50th anniversary. So we're at episode 30, so with 20 episodes left, I'm like, okay, like, we're getting more stuff. I like that we're getting something more to the past for Icky. Um, and I watched the preview really quick before this segment, and it seems like it has something to do with the phase one dead man's from earlier in the episode with the scent and smell. But no, it was actually really, it was a good episode. I like that we're getting some progression on stuff, Daiji wanting to tail the director, Sakura joining Weekend and getting that nice little weekend outfit, Sakura, burning her dead man's dress, saying farewell to dead man's, and wearing street clothes. It's intriguing that even though dead man's are gone, Aguilera still is kind of here. Same with how Tamaki's working at the bathhouse. I'm really curious where this is going to go because uh basically we're getting some backstory on Icky finally, because I remember when the press conference in the first couple episodes, especially the first episode when they talked about the soccer and everything else, I was like, oh man, like I got excited. I played soccer all through growing up as a kid, junior high, high school. I was very into soccer. I still watch it. I can't, I've had some injuries, so I don't play, but soccer was a big part of my life. So anytime we get soccer as a character, like as something, a main character, like I'm always like, oh yeah, that's cool. I like that. But it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. Um, uh, like I said, moving parts, but this episode's not technically done because 31 is going to continue it, and I'm very curious what's going to happen. I think from a watching Kamen Rider from a week to week basis, this is the most invested I've been in the story and the characters. I mean, I enjoyed Saber. Don't get me wrong, I did enjoy Saber. I think it had a lot of filler episodes and a lot of episodes that, if you remove it and there was like an abridged version, Saber would have been a lot shorter, and there's a lot less unnecessary fluff and filler that in my abridged version of Saber. Whereas Revice, I'm I haven't, even the clip show was good and it didn't really feel like a filler episode to me. So I'm really digging where Revice is going right now, 30 episodes in. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Revice so far. What do you think of this episode? And I will say this because there were some comments when I was on my ranking, the Revice form so far and a few other quick reactions. The Thundergale form is growing on me. I don't dislike it as much. I think, honestly, going from jacked Revice with that black and that gunmetal silver, like everything else, that was such a sleek, clean suit. I loved it so much. And to go from like that for a couple episodes to the Thundergale, which was very bright, and that's what kind of took me out because I was just so, I like the Jack it's the exact opposite of it, but it has grown on me, especially in this episode with the fight scene in his head and everything else with the finish. That looks so good. And I was like, you know what? It's growing on me. I don't dislike it as much. I think it was just something to get used to after just falling in love with that Jack Revice, because I don't think that another form got me like into it that quickly since Evil's first tension. And I was like, oh, that form's so good. I love that suit. So yeah. With that being said, I thank you guys for watching. I hit my microphone. I apologize. If you look down below this video, there's a little red subscribe button. If it's red, that means you're not subscribed. Click that button, subscribe for more videos. I am vastly approaching 500 subscribers, which is insane because it's only April, and my goal for the year was to hit 750 subscribers. That was my goal for the year. I wanted to, more than double what I had the previous year, but every time I set these like goals, which are realistic in my expectations, you guys knock it out of the park for me. And I appreciate all the support, especially those of you who have been now following me on Twitter as well. So I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.